6 matchup, I believe. Yep, sure is. Game Week 6 matchup. There we go. Now we got it right between these two players. What we've got for bonus points already, Alpine Stranger 7 mark, Doughboy is 2.85, Outlander with an 18 darter. It looks like Alki, Kilf, Alpine, and Beef Easy all have tied for the highest 501 throw. I'm going to guess it's a 140 if I had to take a shot because there's a bunch of people tied for it. And Outlander's got a 110 checkout. Statistically, we're missing the words cricket and 501 because I couldn't find it. So we're doing the best we could because it was a scramble just to get anything together. It's not even the right stats. So I'm going to skip that too because it's not perfect. We're not going to have the little logo cards in the bottom because that was fell by the wayside just trying to get anything on the screen. So we've got the players' boards, hopefully. And we've got Slappy Pappy on the left, Triple T on the right. If our players are ready, we'll get it underway. Triple T, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Slappy, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okie dokie. Everybody's ready. So let's play some fucking darts. Slappy Pappy's got darts in hand for the first leg of cricket. Game on.
Hey, shoot well, Triple T.
You too, Slappy.
So again, C division matchup in the right-hand corner. 7 total legs, 2 of cricket and 5 of 501. Hopefully this thing won't crash and we won't have to restart the stream, but we'll see. Slappy Pappy getting things off to a good start with 3 single 20s. And 24 viewers out there, cheers to all of you. I don't have to work tonight, and because of what has happened with this mess of trying to set this thing up, what I've got at my side is a bottle of tequila and a shot glass. That's what we got. Things are going to happen. So, number 1. Down the hatch. Slappy Pappy going to get 20 points on the board, move down to 19s. So he is working well with the miss percentage of 0 right now. Triple T jumping down to 19s as well, where he will get a pair. He had started off with 2 20s, trying to get the 20s closed before Slappy had an opportunity to score on them, but was unsuccessful with his first visit. And Slappy will get the 19s closed with his second art, go over to 18s, and he finds a double, so it's another 3 mark, keeping that 3.0 nice and tidy. But Triple T is going to jump up with a 5 mark on the 18s as he makes the switch and gets out on top in points for the first time in this match. Looking at who we got 22 viewers now. Congra Darts, Pitts 2, McGinty Re-Rules, King Rodge 10, Gules Echo, Mandalay 86, and Pitts 2. I might have said Pitts 2. I don't know if I did or not. Slappy coming out with a big old miss. Triple T trying to get some wedges closed. Looks like he's got the 20s. That second dart is below the 19, just outside that double ring. So Slappy's still going to have the 19s on which to score. Trying to find the range there. He's got it there with the second dart. The third one very close to that wire, and it's inside the 18 to get it closed. Slappy Pappy with a 3-point lead, and he's got the wedges closed. Triple T is going to elect to close the 19s. He does it with his first dart, moves over to 17s, where he gets a single. So, let's see what we got going on in the chat. King Rodge 10 saying that the bottle of tequila and a shot glass sounds miserable, but he respects it. Mandalay 86 says he'll take a shot with me. Cheers. Cheers. Alki Darts is in there also. Just happy you're here, Radar. I'm happy to be here also. As always. Always am. I'm just unhappy when things that are supposed to work properly don't work properly. That's about the only thing I'm upset about. But we're here now. We got darts. For as long as the application wants to work. Triple T's got the 17s closed. He's got the point lead now with that first start, moving over to 16s, where he will get a single. So Slappy Pappy now, after that nice 3.0 start for a while, is unable to keep up that pace. He's dropped back a little bit, trying to get something going on the 16s. Once again, gets a pair of them, so does not yet get it closed. Triple T will get it closed, though, with that first start. And Triple T had the sweat at a 9 mark. Treble 16, treble 15 with the first two. Stayed on the 15s looking for another. It actually found the next door neighbor treble 10. So it was a 9 mark, but it's only going to count for 6. Is 10s not a part of the cricket match? Slappy Pappy moving to the center of the board. That first dart just wide into the single 10. So not able to get that working. Triple T needs 3 bulls to finish off this first leg against the throw, but misses with his first trip. Soft Tip Central USA joining the chat. Thank you for coming in. I believe it's the first time that we've seen you here. Big Slappy Pappy fan coming in saying hashtag the Slapdig Army in the house. Thank you for tuning in here. Big Slappy Pappy fan. Soft Tip Central USA. So good to see some cricket being played. Man, where's HX Duck when you need him? That would be an interesting fight. Speaking of an interesting fight, Slappy Pappy putting up a fight here on the center. There's a nice 3-bull visit from him. So he's inching closer to the point lead that Triple T is currently holding. Triple T has 69 points. Nice, but that's going to change there. It looks like he got a stray 15 and a stray 17 to go along with a single bull. A nice 3-point visit from Triple T. Slappy Pappy back into that bullseye. 50 more points, and now Slappy Pappy out in front on the points. But Triple T, a lot of wedges where he can score with the 17s, 16s, and 15s. He gets a single 17, tried to switch back to the bull, but was unsuccessful. Slappy Pappy. NPR is right around 1.7, but he's been much better than that on the bull so far. Single bull, and this time his third dart, he starts working on a close of one of the other wedges, but Triple T a punishing first into the treble 17. 51 points added for Triple T. Now he's up to 169, so Triple T's gotten 69 up to 169 now. That's nice. Slappy Pappy trailing by 30.
Oh, boy.
And can't correct with the third dart, so it's a miss this time from Slappy Pappy. Triple T looking for 2 darts in the center for the finish, and he's only going to need the 1, even though it's the second dart, with a bullseye finish. Game shot, and the leg going to Triple T. See, breaks the throw, and it really turned on that lovely 6 mark that he had that was almost a 9. Triple T going to have darts in hand as we move to the second leg of cricket. Game on! DeGrubs86 doing what DeGrubs86 does, gifting a Tier 1 sub to the FO Dart League community, and it goes to McGinty Rerules. So congratulations, McGinty Rerules, on getting that Tier 1 sub. Feel free to use the Tier 1 emotes. Soft Tip Central says he's new to Twitch, glad to be here. Well, he or she, I'm not going to assume your gender. But glad you could join us. Triple T, after the 220 visit, is going to come up with a miss, so Slappy Pappy has an opportunity to get out in front here. His first 2 darts have missed. Got to settle for the third. He does settle for the third. Gets a single, at least gets the big wedge closed, but does not get any points. Triple T is going to get it closed with his first dart, drop down to 19s, but he's going to miss both into the 3. So once again, Slappy Pappy with opportunity knocking at his door. Mandalay 86, trying to figure out how many photo bucks he has. He's got 255, so there you go. Alky Dart says he loves cricket. It's just fun. Pit Stew throwing out 69 bits for the 69 points that Triple T had. Speaking of, he's got 4 19s there, so he'll get 19 points. He's 50 away from 69. Slappy Pappy is going to close off the 19s behind, so he'll prevent Triple T from getting any more points. However, he comes up empty on the switch to 18. Lucier RC says Congra has discovered the best cricket strategy ever. I'm going to assume that Congra's cricket strategy is just hit trebles all the time and being generally good at darts. That's a pretty good strategy if you ask me, because if you can consistently hit like 5 marks, you're going to absolutely destroy your opponent pretty much most of the time, because it's hard to do. So that's what I'm guessing Congra's strategy is. It's just average like 4.5. And then you just win. It doesn't really matter what the other person does at that point. Congra, I actually like this comparison. Cricket is equivalent to blasting bombs at the driving range. 501 is like playing an actual golf course and having to deal with the short game. I think that's a very, very apt metaphor there. So, or would that technically be a simile? Did he use as? I guess he did. So I guess it's a simile. But I find that to be very true because, in cricket, you're just pounding away at trebles where, 501, you're really moving around, having to do some math, get some setup game going, and having to ping the doubles where, margin for error in cricket, don't hit the treble, you can still hit the single, it still is good for you, where if you're aiming at a double and you go inside, that's not necessarily good for you. Slappy Pappy back to this leg, got the 17s closed now. And he's got the 18s and 17s, but Triple T, that looks like a very tidy turn. It is a 7 mark, so Triple T, his second 9-mark sweat of the evening. 7 16s to get that wedge going, and he will tie for the bonus point as it's currently set. Slappy Pappy going back up to 18s to get some more points. He'll find 2 of them, but it's not enough to take the lead. Triple T coming back. He gets the 18s closed, drops down. Looked like he was going for the 17s, missed with darts 2 and 3. So Slappy still has the 17s where he can score. But now some pressure being put on from Triple T thanks to that huge 7 mark. And Slappy Pappy, there's a massive third dart. 4 17s for Slappy Pappy. You're going to keep Triple T at bay for the time being. Force him to try to go back and get another big score on the 16s. Only manages a single, so now advantage Slappy Pappy. Slappy's jumping over to the 16s here as well. And he will manage 1, so chipping away at the close there. That first dart, it's either really good or just on the wrong side of the wire. It's just the single. He heard the sigh of disdain once Triple T got his eyes on where that target landed. Slappy Pappy's got the 16s closed with his first 2, and he will add to the point lead there with his final dart. 3 marks for Slappy Pappy, trying to stay in command. Triple T, he's going to cut off the 17s before going over to 15s. So able to do it with his first 2, though, and get a single mark in the 15s. So Slappy can't score on 17s anymore. Those are some well-grouped darts at the 15, and he gets it all closed. So 3 15s for Slappy Pappy. And now Triple T, this time, electing not to close the 15s, going right after the bull. So interesting change of the strategy here, waiting for Slappy Pappy's 3 15s still to come in across the board. But that looked to be a miss from Triple T. So let's see what Slappy wants to do here. Will he add to the point lead? Will he go right after the bull? Will I pour myself another shot of tequila? The answer to that last question is definitely yes. Slappy Pappy is going right after the bull, gets a single. Triple T back to the center himself where he manages to match with 1. At least it looks like 1. It could be a bullseye. It was very close.
Just 1.
It was just 1. Slappy Pappy looking to get the break of throw back. Needs 2. Doesn't find any there, so it's a miss this time from Slappy Pappy. Going back to Triple T. Mandalay 86 says, love the strategy here. There's a 15 and a bull from Triple T. And now Slappy, maybe feeling a little bit nervous here, goes over to 15s. He gets 1 to add some points to that total, which that last 15 will be enough to force Triple T to get an extra bull. But now it's closed. Now it is a bull race, ladies and gentlemen, and Triple T adds a bull to it. So Triple T closes the 15. Slappy Pappy needs 2. Triple T needs 3. There's a good first start from Slappy. Can he follow it with the third now? Wow, that's just wide of the mark on the wrong side of the wire into the 14. Slappy Pappy 1 away. Triple T looking for 3. He's going to need to find a bullseye here if he wants it. And all those darts appear to be outside, even though they're kissing that wire. Slappy looking for 1, and he will finish with the bullseye flourish. Game, shot, and the leg going to Slappy Pappy. And we break back and forth there in the cricket portion. Match leveled at 1. We're moving on to 501. Got 5 legs of 501 upcoming. Slappy Pappy has darts in hand. Game on! Dave Ashton 43 joining the chat. Let's go Triple T, he says. I wonder if Dave Ashton is still upset about Taysom Hill being started as a tight end. I don't know. Oh, there's a hashtag Slappy burp. That was aggressive. Oh my God. But Slappy only starts off with a Roadhouse double deuce. Triple T's gonna start off with a 60. It looks like, as he found tops. Slappy Pappy getting 60 the more conventional way. 3 single 20s. McGinty rerules chuckling at the DK. I think that was the burp. Mandalay 86 says hashtag gross. 75 for Triple T. Must have had a bounce out. See ya.
Trouble on the floor.
You hate to see it. I wish I did see it because I was looking at the chat. 61 there from Slappy Pappy. He gets in on using the double for the scoring portions. Both players have used tops here in the early goings. And that might be it. Oh, it's a 66. It was close. It is in there, though, for the treble. So Triple T, look at that. Very nicely done. All of the scores 60+, averaging 67 for the first 9. Slappy Pappy, though, he's going to jump up there with an 85 as he gets back into that treble bed. Triple T says, I'm going to practice more doubles here. And it looks like another 61. Could be a 101. It is a 61. So both players here. FODL C showing up tonight. I had to skip the FODL B matchup. There's a ton from Slappy Pappy. So back-to-back treble visits on the left side. Triple T looking to keep pace. That looks to be in the treble as well. Looks like an 84 coming in from Triple T, and he's a first on and out down at 155. And once again, Triple T must be feeling it because he's got that 69 average once again. Super nice. Solid 60 from Slappy Pappy. Players turning up the heat here. Triple T requires 155. And it's going to be off for start low out of that treble 20. Looks like maybe 55. Could have found that treble 5 with the last. The speed limit for Triple T leaves him an even 100. Slappy Pappy requires 113, and that will be off as well. Missing into the 7. Although do like the start of the 19s there, because if you miss into the 3, you could still have 110 and go triple 20 bull. There's some hashtag dart math for you. Triple T looking for 100. Let's see. First starts into the 20, so he's got 80. He was going for the treble, looking for the treble 20 and then double 10. Wasn't sure if he would try to go tops and make it cheeky, but he meant the more conventional route. 42 scored for Triple T, down to 58. Slappy Pappy looking for 86.
Oh.
And that appears to be 27 scored to leave 59. Triple T looking for 58.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting. That'll put a finish on. But now Triple T trying to go double-double for double 11. Just inside with the third dart. Good run at it. Trying to go lushy. Slappy Pappy requires 59. 2 for tops.
Ooh.
And that third dart on the wire just outside. Triple T going to have to try to clean up 11. There's the 3 now to double 4. And Triple T misses just inside with that third dart. He's left with 4. Slappy Pappy going back to 40. It's a good marker with the second. And he gets it in there with the third. Game shot and the leg going to Slappy Pappy as he walks it down into the double 20. Tops he wants, tops he gets as he takes the lead 2-1. Triple T looking to hold throw in return. Game on. Yo-Yo Dad in the chat says, let's go Tiny. Let's go Triple T. Congra asking if my breakfast questions will be as wild as Dilly's last night. I don't know what Dilly's were, so... I don't know.
Yeah, Dad. I thought we were friends.
He's cool, I guess. Officer 8 Kim joining the chat says, go Slappy. JW No says, let's go. Dave Little Toaster says, nice W last night, Surge. Mandalay 86 says, chug, chug, chug. players getting off to some interesting starts here in this second leg. There's a dart off the board. A little scooter dart action for Slappy Pappy, just 32. Triple T had started this one off with 6. So, evens itself out a little bit there. That looks a little bit better. It looks like an 85 from Triple T to right the ship a little bit. Oh, and by the way, 39 viewers out there. 39, that's a pretty good number for this one. Cheers, number 2, down the chute. How much tequila can Radar drink in a 2-hour cast? We're going to find out. And no, I don't have any salt or limes because training wheels are not required if you drink decent enough tequila. It's a 36 from Slappy Pappy, so not quite the 60-plus start from both these players that we saw in the last leg as they're trying to find their throws here. The Triple T taking advantage of Slappy Pappy's slightly more sluggish start as he's under 300. There's 25, another scooter dart coming in on the left side of the board. So maybe he needs a shot of tequila himself to temper his nerves. There's a 45 coming in from Triple T. King Rodge says, incoherent for our interview tonight. King Rodge, you can only hope. Kilf asking, what brand of tequila? Normally, one of my favorites that I would tend to buy, although it's a little bit on the pricier side, but it's very, very good, is Casamigos Reposado. I wanted to try, I'm currently drinking the Terramana from The Rock, mostly because I was like, well, it's The Rock. How can I not? I wanted to smell what he was cooking, or in this case, distilling. It's actually pretty good. It is a decent tequila, but it's in the price range of other tequilas that are objectively better. So it's a good tequila, but for the price that it costs, there are better ones. If it was, a little bit cheaper, then I think it would have better value. So there's my assessment of Terramana tequila. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, please don't try to find my house and give me the people's elbow because I don't want to die. Triple T looking for the 131. It's on. The first dart's in that treble 20. It looked like he wanted the treble 13 with the second, but missed into the 4. So cleaning up, moving around the board, switching down the 17s. 81 scored, 50 remaining. Slappy Pappy still above 250. Looking to get something going here. He won't be able to get to a finish now, and that is why you can put some crim eye rolls in the chat for that one. It's a nice ton, however, didn't give himself an opportunity to get to a finish by starting with 220s. Triple T looking to finish this leg. That third dart is just on the wire, looking for tops, but guess what? He'll come back to the board. Slappy's looking for a setup now from 163. And he will get to a finish. 39 score down to 124. Triple T looking for tops.
Oh.
And it's inside and left, unfortunately, for Triple T. Down to 35. Slappy, 124. This time Slappy doing some better maths here. 56 scored for Slappy Pappy, left with 68. Triple T now has got a combo of 35. Oh, and I think that's found the double 3 instead of the single, so now he's down to 29, so still looking for a cleanup. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. We've hit the 2, so Triple T not going to get a look at a finish. Still trying to find a dart for a setup here with the last. And I think he's found the 19, which will leave 8, so not a bad setup there. I like that. 8 remaining for Triple T, but Slappy looking for 68. Probably get some eye rolls in the chat for that one as well. Going after the 18s there. I don't know, triple 18 leaves double 7. Probably not desirable in that instance. But it's going to be 28 scored for Slappy Pappy. And he'll leave tops. 8 remaining for Triple T. That second dart might be into the 18 for a bust. It is a bust for Triple T with the second dart. So Slappy Pappy was well back. Has 3 clean darts at double 20 to take this leg. Again, second dart's a good marker. Can he use it like the first leg? He can use it like the first leg. Game shot, and the leg going to Slappy Pappy. Exact same finish as last time. Had tops. First dart was well outside. The second dart was the marker. The third dart uses it as he checks out 40. Slappy now up 3-1, and he's got darts in hand coming back to the board. Game on!
Sorry, had to grab a beer.
I don't think we ever have to apologize for needing to grab a beer unless you're Laser Cat and you take 20 minutes to do so. JW No likes the reference of training wheels. Surprised you haven't heard that before, but yeah. Repat subscribing with Prime. Subscribe for 6 months. Thank you, Repat. Mandalay 86 says Patron. You want to know what Mandalay 86? Here's my thoughts on Patron. It's overrated and there's stuff that's better, especially for the price. Going out about that. Deboke51 agrees on the Terramana assessment. McGinty Rerolls says the husband likes the rock tequila. Terramana, that's it. That's what I'm drinking. Dave Little Toaster, does it go well with premixed margarita? I haven't bought premixed margarita in a long time. I just make my own margarita mix. It does go nicely in a margarita. As we come back, Triple T going off with a nice 72, backing it up with a 45. Staying in the chat, Yo-Yo Dad's still rooting on Triple T, so we're going that way. Yule's Echo saying Officer A. Kim is derelict on duty, not able to grab her man a beer.
She's in Louisiana.
Makes it hard. Officer A. Kim also saying, however, that not allowed downstairs during darts. So
Also true.
I don't know why you lock her in the attic or upstairs. That's probably a little bit of cruelty.
No distractions!
He says as he distracts himself.
Yeah.
And also says no distractions while I'm talking in his ear the whole time. There's a nice 83 coming in from Triple T. So once again, finding another treble. Yule's Echo says, I'll take Patron if it's free. I mean, yeah, I'll take Patron if it's free also. Again, I'm also not saying that Patron is bad. Like, I think that's the confusion. It's not a bad tequila, but once again, it's well marketed, but it's overpriced, and there's better stuff out there in the price range that Patron sits in. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Expand your mind to things that are not on the commercials. There's 13 for Slappy Pappy. So this leg looking very similar to last, where Triple T out in front, Slappy Pappy falling behind. But Triple T is going to allow Slappy Pappy to potentially catch back up with a breakfast. Single 5, single 20, single 1. And as we do in the FODL, we ask official breakfast question. For the first breakfast of every match, Slappy Pappy wants to back it up, just make sure that I saw that it happened as he throws a breakfast himself. Triple T is just on the outskirts of checkout range, so we will get to the breakfast question in the next leg. Dave Little Toaster asking what's better at the same price range. Genuine question. I drink cheap beer mostly. My go-to middle range tequila is Milagro. Milagro is very good for the price range, much cheaper than Patron, and I think it's in the same quality level there. Triple T requires 125. That looks like it's 65 scored for Triple T. That first dart did find the outer ring of the bull. So good setup math from Triple T incoming there. Slappy Pappy trying to give chase here. 45 scored, gets him down to an out at 148. Triple T looking for the combination 60. Into the 5. Now what's the 15?
Ooh,
that's going to be a little bit high into the 6. So now cleaning up to 49. And
really nice.
And Triple
Really
T
nice.
struggling with the big numbers. Slappy Pappy now requires 148. That will be off here. There's 60 scored for Slappy Pappy. So he's down to 88. But Triple T, 37. Looks like once again he's found the treble where he didn't want to. Looking for double 11 once again. Missing outside with both, but at least getting shots at double on the board this time. Slappy requires 88.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's a start.
How's that?
That's going to be 7. That's it's admittedly not great. Triple T back to 22. That's a good marker. The second dart misses far enough inside and low, so it's going to leave himself at least a double at the double 7. That's a bust, however, into the 19. Slappy now from 81. And Slappy this time missing the big number. Wanted the 20 to leave tops, hits the 5, leaves 55 instead. Triple T back to 22. Inside with the first. Looking for double 5. It's close. The flight blocking. It's just outside. 10 left for Triple T. Slappy Pappy looking for 55. 2 for tops.
Oh, good.
Oh, and the second dart is going to be into the 1, so no checkout for Slappy. He's going to be left with the Rascal 20. Triple T 3 for 10. Whoa, see ya!
Kidding me.
There's another bounce out from Triple T. That one aggressively off the board. Slappy looking for 20. Into the 6. Rascal saying no. Over to double 7. Misses double 7. So not going to get a finish. And Slappy will elect to bust it. He will return to 20 if he returns to the board. Triple T looking for double 5. And that third dart is inside.
Okay.
I don't know what just happened there with the scoreboard. May need to hit back there, Slappy. It somehow counted your turn as a finish, so.
Really?
That's what I'm showing. Maybe a refresh? Maybe I need to refresh. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I think it's stuck on mine.
Try to do
I don't know why.
the old refreshes. Wow.
Okay.
There we go. So
Yep.
now we're back on track. So slap back
Right.
on 20. That's a good marker with the first. Oh, the second's too far inside. So now Slap Pappy looking for double 5. That's a bounce out. See ya. Lots of Dikembe Mutombo action from the dartboards this evening. Saying no, rejected. Triple T trying to clean up 5. He's got a couple looks at double 2, and
Jesus
Triple T is going to
Christ.
be into the madhouse now. Slappy Pappy looking for 10. Some very cautious first 2 darts. Cannot work it in. All darts missing outside. Triple T requires 2.
Got it.
And he'll get it with the first dart. Game shot and the leg. And Triple T manages his sanity, gets out of there with it, as he will make it 3-2. Not sure why it's showing 4-1. This is odd.
I see 3-2.
Interesting.
I 4-1-2.
Yeah,
but
Slappy, try refreshing on your side. See if that might help when it's your turn. I don't know. But Triple T is going to have darts in hand when we come back. Game on! And 68 to start things off for Triple T. And I owe you a breakfast question.
there's another one just to remind you.
Just a reminder. So there's 26 from Slappy Pappy. If you're going to be ripping shots with breakfast, what's your preferred alcohol, type, and brand? Ripping shots for breakfast. Let me know. 34 viewers out there in the chat. Everybody highlighting a message. Radar, have you had 1800 tequila? The brand, not the amount. Radar, have you had 1800 tequila? The amount, not the brand. Oh, I see. That's pretty clever, Pitts. King Rodge 10. Yes, I have had 1800 tequila. I think 1800 is actually very underrated. That is also a very good, reasonably priced tequila, especially the Reposado. Have I had 1800 tequila? The amount, not the brand. That question is also yes. Herradura is solid, says Dave Ashton 43. That is also true. I like Herradura. That's a good one. Crane FODL says he's ripping shots of creme de banana. That, gotta be honest, that sounds awful. Yeah, that's what I want to do, shots of banana-flavored liqueur. Deboke51 says Doers. King Rodge 10 says Doers underrated. Depends on what level of Doers, IMO. If you go with their traditional, If you want to start getting into their single malts, then they're okay. DeGrub says Bourbon, Elijah Craig small batch. That's a good one. Windman88 says let's go Slappy. Dave Toaster says Pink Whitney. I don't know what that is. Lucier RC says Bailey's and Jameson in the coffee. That's not ripping shots, though. Speaking of ripping shots, Triple T, a nice 64 average on a finish after 18. We'll come back. There's another breakfast. Triple T looking for 115. It will be off. But potentially a good setup here. That looks like 70 scored for Triple T. He's down to 45. Slappy Pappy trying to give chase once again from 208. And that'll be 44 scored. So Slappy doing some better math there. Will leave himself a finish 164. Triple T 45. This time able to find the big number 2 for double 16. Slips high and inside into the 8. So Triple T going to be left with 24. Slappy Pappy looking for 164. It's on. Oh, gave it a run. Had 1/3 of it there. Couldn't find the treble 18. 84 scored for Slappy Pappy. 80 remaining. Triple T looking for double 12.
Miss.
And he's going to miss. No score. All the darts outside. Slappy Pappy now from 80. And I'm going to assume that that was a dart at the bowl for the green bit,
Yeah.
trying to go green bit, red bit there. It was not close. Triple T looking for 24. Oh, no, and disaster for Triple T once again inside into the 5, and he will bust it finding a 20. So he'll be back at 24, but Slappy Pappy's going to have an attempt from 52. And he'll have some work to clean up as well. There's the 3. He's got 1 at tops. Just outside goes Slappy Pappy. Can't pick the tops off this time. Triple T, 24. Great marker.
Oh, come on.
Oh, and he stacks right next to it on the wire. Good effort from Triple T, but no reward. Slappy looking for 40. That's into the double 5, now 30. And inside on the 15, so won't be able to finish it. It's a bust for Slappy Pappy. Not a bad bust, honestly. Back to 40 he goes. Triple T back to 24. Now he's inside to double 6. 12 scored for Triple T, struggling on the outer ring to this point. Slappy, 40.
Oh, you wank.
Oh, this time cannot get the third dart into double 20. Inside left with 20. Triple T looking for 12. That's a good marker on the double 6.
Unreal. Come on.
Well, he says unreal. Maybe it might be too good. Wow, and he's again stacking on top of it. And that one is going to be a bust into the next door neighbor, double 10. That's exactly what Slappy Pappy's looking for right here. Will the Rascal say yes? And the Rascal will say yes to Slappy Pappy. Game shot and the leg to Slappy Pappy. That makes it 4-2. Again, not sure why it's showing 5-1. We'll get that corrected maybe. Or we'll just remember that that's what it is. It's 4-2. Slappy Pappy secured a victory, but we're going to the final leg of tonight's C Division match. So our first match. Slappy Pappy's got darts in hand. Game on! And there's 80 scored as another scooter dart rings true from Slappy Pappy. King Rodge says, I got Pink Whitney in the cabinet. My wife is a woo girl. Nice. Big Slappy Pappy says, Doers for life. McGinty rerules immediately responds, Doers is nasty.
Whoa.
Doers white label. Yeah, that's the stuff that's pretty borderline from Doers. So I might agree with McGinty rerules here. Sorry, Big Slappy Pappy fan. Kilf says breakfast shots only allowed at soccer bars in NYC, so he's going to go with Powers, going with the Irish whiskey. I can dig on that. Dave Little Tush says New Amsterdam pink lemonade flavored vodka from Splitting Chicklets podcast. Hashtag no free ads. So a pink lemonade flavored vodka for Dave Little Toasters. Okay. Spitting Chicklets. I'm assuming that's a hockey thing.
Wow.
And there's just 14 from Slappy Pappy. It gotten off to a very nice start with 80, 65, 100, but 14 is a bit of a drop-off, but still a very nice average so far with 65 in this leg. This time, it's a little bit of a role reversal. Slappy Pappy's out in front, Triple T trying to chase. Dave Ashton says he wouldn't waste a small batch bourbon on a shot. I mean, why not? It's all going the same place anyway, just how fast you want to drink it. Dave Little Toaster says he didn't have to be a good shot. McGinty Rules says she would have a shot of apple cider vinegar. Hashtag health. Yawn. That's no fun. If I'm ripping shots in the morning, I'm not worried about the health. Dave Ashton says there is a difference between a shot and a shooter for the record. That is correct. A shooter is generally a shaken and mixed thing. Slappy Pappy on a finish looking for 125. We were jumping all over the place for that one. 41 scored for Slappy Pappy down to 84. Triple T gonna need something brewing here to get to a finish from the 243. That looks like 41 scored to down to 202, still above 200. Slappy looking for 84. Oh, and Slappy. We'll get some eye rolls for that one. Why not? Because could have just hit the big 20 there. Would have left tops, but went after the 10 or the 6 or something. Not sure. Triple T's in the treble bed of the 20s. There's a ton 23, and Triple T chasing down Slappy Pappy, rallying here down the stretch with that big 2 treble visit. Slappy now looking for tops. He had 1 dart at it, and it's going to go into the 1, so he'll be left with 39. Triple T after the massive 1-2-3. Can he steal from 79? Looks to be into the 7. Did he find the triple 60? Can't see that second dart. Must have found the treble 8, maybe? It was a single 8.
Single.
So it's going to be 26 scored for Triple T down to 53. Slappy's going to try to clean up 39. He hits the 19 looking for double 10. The Rascal says no once again inside to double 5. And now Slappy is going to find double 20. He's going to bust next door. Could have used that on the previous dart. Triple T from 13. There's 13. He's got 2 for tops. And he will find the 1 as well with the second and switch over. And it looks like he's going to bust it, finding treble 19. So Triple T left on the 2-dart combo from 53, Slap Pappy, 2-dart combo 39, same thing, inside. And this time it's outside for Slap Pappy. He's left with 10. Triple T looking for 53. Once again, there's the good dart into the 13. And this time he's going to find a next door double into the double 1.
Hey, got
and
it.
he's going to go lushy, double game shot and the leg to Triple T. Single 13, double 1, double 19 to make it a 4-3 finish in favor of Slappy Pappy. Don't look at the scoreboard. It's wrong. It was 4-3. Something got messed up in that one leg of 501. So Slappy's going to take home the victory. And we're going to take on some interviews. We're going to go over to Triple T first. Triple T Again, a little bit chaotic coming in this evening. Weren't even sure if it was going to be cast or not due to the computer issues, but we were able to kind of get it situated. So last minute change. Did that affect your warm-up or readiness at all coming into this match?
I mean, it'd be easy to point to that. I guess, maybe I warmed up a little bit too much, but wouldn't, the first leg of cricket wouldn't suggest that. And then, second leg just kind of fell off there. And I'm not sure. I don't want to blame radar because you fought through some technical difficulties. Not really sure. I mean, the other night against Alpine, I thought I had the same mindset as tonight, just tried to bring it, and didn't have it tonight, just wildly inconsistent as we all saw, and frustrating because I scored pretty well in 501 there.
I mean, I'm fine if you want to blame me. I blame myself for things all the time, so it's perfectly okay. I'm good with the blame game there. But again, you look to be on. You talked about your match against Alpine Stranger. You said it. You scored well in 501. It was really the setup game and the finishing that kind of missed you, where early on it was missing the big numbers, and then once you started hitting the big numbers, it was the doubles that kind of got away from you because you were out in front and a lot of those legs just weren't able to finish them. So what do you need to do? What do you need to work on for the last couple weeks of the season to really be able to get over those line and get over the hump to get those legs of 501 instead of letting them slip through your fingers a little bit?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess practice doubling, but the other night against Alpine, my doubling wasn't a problem like it was tonight. Maybe it's just warm up less. I tried to check myself there a little bit. And, if anything, like in a match with Toaster last year, who just, completely ran over everyone in FODL C, took some advice from him and just practiced a little less, quantity over quality. And I guess my mistake was practicing last night because I hadn't practiced before the Alpine match. I guess Scooter no fucks given mentality, and seemed to work out. I lost, but I at least threw much better. So if I can throw like I did the other night against Alpine more consistently, would like to think I'd come out on top of more matches, but just on a bad run of either 4-3, 5-2 type losses, and just got to try and turn it around.
It's like Kunu from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Do less.
That's right.
Okay, now you got to do something. Now you're just boogie boarding.
Literally do nothing.
So looking forward to next week to employ that strategy. Triple T, you've got Alki on the docket. So again, is the game plan going to be do less, or is it going to be, sprinkle in a little bit of practice just so you don't get rusty, but not try to overdo it?
Yeah, maybe sprinkle in a little bit. Maybe bust out the shake weight and work the forearm. No, just kidding. But
no,
I
not.
think,
I'm kidding.
I mean, I'm not kidding. It's pleasurable for everyone. But honestly, I just gotta, I kind of got in my own head a little bit tonight when knew what I needed to hit, was scoring in 501 like I wanted to, and then just dart wasn't finding the board as I was aiming for it, which wasn't a problem the other night. And it's just sort of the roller coaster ride that is darts. But if anything, I knew Slappy could bring it, and he definitely did tonight. So it's on me. Ultimately, it's a game against me and my board, not me and my opponent. So just gotta keep that in mind, and as much as I can get out of my own head. Just take a deep breath, try and step back, and not try to speed things up when things aren't going my way.
Well, it's obviously the right mindset to have. Triple T, wish you the best of luck going forward, and we'll talk to you a little bit later. Nicely done this evening to salvage 4-3.
Thank you, Radar. Appreciate you working through the cast, and great match, Slappy.
Great match.
So we will go over to Slappy Pappy now. Slappy, again, kind of the opposite story a little bit for you here, as you were coming into this one where, scoring was a little bit more hit or miss in 501, but the doubling was there where you were able to take advantage of the opportunities you were given. What was the difference for you this evening? Because we've seen some up and down matches from you throughout a lot of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've just had the mindset of remember that you enjoy darts, and that darts is fun. Uh,
Wholly
because
disagree, but
I know, I have too for several years. And you know, we do this because it's fun, and anytime I'm having fun, I throw better. I just got a text from Rascal. So proud of you. um, uh, and I, uh, you know, I hate getting in my head. And the second my dog started barking in that first game of cricket, I was like, "Oh, you need to shut the fuck up." And then I was in my head, and then I blew that game, and then you know, and then I settled back in and started having fun again, and I didn't really care how horribly I was scoring, which I was scoring horribly. I did not deserve 4 legs tonight, but I also was just enjoying it. So when I went for the double, I wasn't, my hands weren't shaking like they usually are. Like, you need this, or you're going to D. Like I usually uh, tell myself. I was just like, well, that's just as big as the rest of the 20, which is apparently tiny from as much as I was hitting it. But yeah, I mean, the big thing is I cared slightly less than I did last night when I got my Tookus whipped 5-2 by the accountant. So I'm still going to D. Let's be realistic. But I had fun.
well, I mean, having fun really is the name of the game, and that can, it, again, like you said, it can kind of relax you and settle those nerves and settle the shakes if you're just like, we're just out here having a good old game of darts, drinking some beers, having some friends, listening to my stupid ass talking about whatever the hell I happen to be talking about on a given night
Radar,
when
you're
I'm
a
casting.
star.
So, it, you know, as long as you can enjoy that, then that's certainly the key, and it seemed to be there. Especially, you know, we know Slappy, you tend to bring a bit of a crowd, as we've seen now with this quote unquote
Slapdick
slapdick
Army?
army.
Yeah,
I
baby.
guess that's what they're going to call themselves now. So, how, you know, how important is it for you to show up for them, or at least show up to be maybe a punching bag for them and the butt of a joke?
Yeah, I mean, that's my whole life. So it's very important. That's what I provide. That's my purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Mine is a proverbial punching bag, and I am so happy to be here for it.
Well, looking forward into next week. You say that, you know, it's all about fun, but I think next week you're going to be in for. You might have one of those where you're like, I need this kind of matches because you got Unholy Cannoli, and I know you're going to want to. You're going
The
to want to.
Beach Brothers, it's personal.
Yeah, that's a little bit more of a personal matchup. Going up against the jump shooter, he's dangerous from 3. He's dangerous from behind the line or behind the
Kobe!
eye, as it were. So, what's the game plan to get ready for that one?
Work on my 3-pointer.
I would suggest the fadeaway, and I feel like you need to yell Kobe after every shot too. He'll probably get in his head.
Solid advice.
You know. Just saying, that should be a good one. Slappy Pappy, congratulations on the victory this evening, and good luck the rest of the way.
Hey! I think that's called suicide. Wait, where did Nooch go? Okay.
I don't know what's going on here.
Where did all my friends go?
Alright, he's in on the call now, it says.
I heard him. He spoke to me.
Oh, okay. There he is.
Isn't that a brand new computer right there? That's insane. Yeah.
Alright, okay. I got it. Let me throw a few out there.
Oh, come on, like you're not gonna kick my ass.
My warm-up was not particularly good. You might have an easy way.
My warm up was 6 whiskey. I'm quite warm. In my belly. Hey, it don't gotta be pretty. It just gotta be on.
Okay, so
You cork their Noochie.
Yep, okay, here we go. You ready to record?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We'll see for how long.
Outside.
Having the old issues once again for funsies. But hey, on your screen right now, the FODL Weekly Podcast. That's a thing. It's out there wherever you get your podcast streaming. If you're into that sort of thing, hosted by Pepe Le and Red Rascal. We've got another match to get to. Hopefully we get some people back in the chat. Looks like 12 viewers stuck around or returned, or however you want to look at it. But we got a FODL A matchup coming at you. Then Nooch from Long Beach, California. Last season finished 3rd place in FODL A. 23-gram Unicorn Ando Phase 3's hashtag Noochalicious. Going up against King Rodge out of Niagara Falls, Ontario. 25-gram Target RVB Legacy Darts. Hashtag Sorry Not Sorry. As he finished 1st place in FODL A last season and was the champion of the league. In FODL A, here's what we got for the standings. King Rodge currently in 3rd place, trailing DeGrubs, who's been on a tear as of late by 2 points. The Nooch, 4th place, right behind King Rodge by 1 point. So they're both going to be giving chase to DeGrubs. Everybody currently chasing Left Hand Hooligan, who this week has gone 18-0. Left Hand's gone 18-0 this week. That's putting some distance between you and your opponents. Looking at the schedule, it's a floating Game Week 2 matchup between these two. Surge, Left Hand Hooligan, DeGrubs, and Lasercat all tied for the highest cricket throw, guessing it's a 7 mark. Left Hand's got a 3.75. Author threw a 17 darter. In one of his 4-leg wins against Lasercat. Left Hand's got a 180. Author's got a 110 checkout. Statistically, Nooch, 2nd best in the league in MPR, 2.90. King Rodge, 5th at 2.78. Miss percentage is both under 30% treble. Both percentages very good. Win percentage is very good because they're both throwing well in cricket. Going to 501, King Rodge tops in the league. Number 1, 64.35. The Nooch is 3rd, 61.70. First 9s both above 70. Bunch of big scoring going on from both. Again, lots of winning going on for both. That's why they're at the top of the table. We're going to the split screen because I want to try to get this in before Streamlabs crashes again. So we got the Nooch on the left, King Rodge on the right, and it looks like Nooch has won the cork, so he's going to have the dart in the hand.
Oh. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I did not win the cork.
Oh, man. So he picked the wrong person despite losing the cork. He was just anticipating it. It's an A-division match. 2 legs of cricket, 7 legs of 501. King Rodge is going to have the darts. When we're ready, and I'm just going to assume that both of our players are ready, viewers are ready. I'm going to take another shot, and then I'm going to be ready. Stand by. Stand by just.
Game on!
Shoe out.
Play exceptional, Nooch.
Cheers. Number 3, and it's nowhere near enough.
1.
There's a single 20 start from King Rodge. He said he warmed up by having 6 whiskeys, so he's out in front of my pace. Might be showing here in that first throw. The Nooch, he's going to bury treble 20 with his first start. He's going to add another with his third. 6 20s to start it off for the Nooch. As he is attacking the throw of King Rodge here. King Rodge now dropping down to 19s. Good grouping there for 5 19s coming in from King Rodge. Everybody liking the new standing sheet. It looks pretty cool. I wonder who did that. I think it's a scarf enthusiast. Something like that. Nooch is going to drop down for a 19. This time he will be the one with a single mark. 119 went back for points with his last dart, but failed to connect on the 20s.
Ah, you prick.
And King Rodge going for the hero dart with the last, but he missed the 20. Got 2 19s to take the point lead back, but couldn't find the treble 20 with the last. So now it's the Nooch. He gets the first one in the 20s. He's going to try to close up the 19s here. That third dart's very close, and it's just inside the wire. 3 marks for the Nooch. He's got the 20s closed. He's got the 19s closed. King Rodge moving on to 18s. That looks like a good start on it, though. 5 18s coming in from King Rodge, and this is the FODL A battle we expected from 2 players near the top of the table. You know, the Nooch has been white hot lately. King Rodge, the reigning champion, so we know exactly what he can do. And that looks like another single mark visit from the Nooch. So King Rodge with an opportunity. He's coming back to the board with the points lead. He's going after the 20s. He'll get a close with the first 2 darts and go after the 17s, where he will manage a single. 3 marks from King Rodge, gets the 20s closed, and now he is the one forcing the Nooch to go on the move. But it looks like the Nooch might manage another 7 mark, and he's got a 7 mark. Does the Nooch a second 2 treble visit coming in from him? He opened up with the 6 20s. Now he's got 7 17s. King Rodge, however, not going anywhere. He finds a treble 18 for 5 18s, and the point battle continues. Both these players, Nooch been a little up and down. He's had a couple of single mark visits. He's a couple 2 treble visits. King Rodge had that 1 single mark visit to open, but since has been a little bit more steady. Speaking of steady, there's a 5 mark turn on the 17s for the Nooch to back up the 7 mark. Both these players playing 3.5 plus right now in the early goings. Cricket in Fuego.
Yeah, white hot stuck in my hair.
18s from King Rodge. That third dart couldn't quite deflect down to the treble, building a barricade on the upper echelon of it. But he's got a 3-point lead thanks to those 3 18s. We're going back to the Nooch. Gets a single 17. He's going up to 18s. Now debating his third dart, though. He elects to come back to 17s. Went for the hero dart with the second. Drops back down for points with the third. 3 more marks for the Nooch. 2 17s, 1 18. Speaking of marks, there's another 5 mark from King Rodge. 4 18s, and he drops for the 17s for his last to getting a single. So he's 1 away from closing the 17s. And the Nooch is 2 away from closing the 18s, but he's trailing in points once again by 51, by exactly 317. So we could have an interesting choice here. Unless Nooch is able to find a treble or double with his last. But he sneaks a treble in with his last 5 mark. Once again, both these players trading 5 marks, and King Rodge is right back into the treble bed. And he's going to find a treble 17 just for fun. It's only going to count for 1, so it's a 6 mark counting for 4 for King Rodge, but the important thing is he's got the 18s with the points, he's got the 17s closed, and he's going to force the Nooch to move once again. But of course, Nooch is going to open the 16s with the treble 16 with the first dart, because why not? 4 16s, he goes up for the hero dart 18, he gets a single. It's another 5 mark on the left side of the board, and now King Rodge gets a single 18, went for the hero dart on the 16 with the second. He comes back to 18s with the thirds. He'll get 36 more points to take the point lead back. But again, the standard being set here in the early goings. The Nooch has been on fire. He had Now that he's gotten those single marks out of the way, he's had a bunch of 5 marks pouring in on the left side of the board. At this time, the first dart's in, the second dart is out. Now he's trying to figure out his third. He's going to close 18s despite trailing in points here. So a bold strategy. Going to force King Rodge to get at least 3 steady darts into the 16 to close, which King Rodge will be able to do. So Rodge gets the 16s closed, and now he's got the lead, but it's the Nooch who will still have the first shot at opening up 15s to potentially get back up on top in points. At second dart, very close to the treble. Can't tell if it's in. It's either 5 or 3. It's just 3. So again, he'll get it closed, but will not get any points. And now pressure a little bit on King Rodge to close the 15s behind. And he'll get the double 15 with the last for 3 15s. Missed with the first dart, narrowly missed the treble with the second, but he does get the double 15 with the last. It's a bull race. Nooch needs 4, King Rodge needs 3, and Nooch has got the first 2 in. Can he find a bullseye for the leg? He cannot. It looks like it's outside as well. 2 bulls for the Nooch. Now King Rodge, he needs 3. There's 1. The second's in 2. Can he get the hat trick?
Yeah!
He can get the hat trick. Game shot and the leg going to King Rodge as he's able to build the pressure darts. Nooch closing the 18s behind in points, putting pressure on King Rodge to throw perfect darts, and King Rodge throws perfect darts. 3 solid 16s, a single 15, and the double with the last dart. Clutch town, and then the Nooch put pressure on the bull race, getting the first 2. King Rodge the hat trick to finish. Nooch is going to have the darts as he comes back for the second leg of cricket. Game on!
Great leg, Nooch.
The darts, King Rodge.
An outstanding leg to start off in cricket, and Nooch is going to get it started off once again. 3 steady 20s coming in from the Nooch.
5.
And there are 5 19s for King Rodge. Look at that angle of entry there off the deflection into the treble. Gaming Malarkey joining the chat, saying Pilsner. After the kill, asked, do I want a coffee porter or an Imperial Pilsner? I'd say a coffee porter, but that's just me. There are 3 more 20s for 60 points coming in for the Nooch. Apparently it's a little bit loud, so let me do some adjusting.
Sorry, guys.
Change that. It's okay.
Not sorry.
No, you're not sorry, really. How's that? Maybe that'll be a little bit better balance. As again, had to reset the entirety of everything I had here in Streamlabs in an attempt to get it fixed, which apparently did not really get it fixed. So lost all my settings, so the audio settings might be a little bit wonky. So I'm still trying to correct it on the go, but hopefully we're a little bit more balanced there, Elisard. He says the dog got scared with the screams. I've adjusted the volume, Elisard, so you can probably jump back in there if you want. I've turned the player audio down a bit. But the player ability has not dialed down at all. Nooch, single 20 to take the point lead back. Does find the treble 19 to get the close. And now King Rodge. He's going to close off 20s while he is behind. Moves over to 18s, gets a single. So he's not going to allow the Nooch to have the biggest scoring wedge of them all, the 20s, at his disposal. But Nooch with the point lead, working on 18s, and he knows he's got 3 clean darts to go after it. Oh, and I think it's just going to be 3 somehow. That dart did not deflect down. Looked like he used the marker that he had beautifully. And King Rodge, you know he practices doubles a bunch. First dart pegged into that double 18 to only take 1 dart to close the 18s. Drops down to 17s where he finds a pair. It's a 4-mark visit from King Rodge, but he's still trailing points by 8. Nooch now going over to 17s, trying to get them closed up first. It looked like he may have even gone for the double with that last, but he only gets 2. So now an opportunity for King Rodge, who has been chasing Nooch around the board a little bit. He barely keeps that third dart in there for 2 17s, but that second 17 will be enough to grant him the point lead for the time being. So now the Nooch trailing by 9. See how he elects to play this. He's going to go right to the 16s. He's going to try to get those points immediately. And it looks like 2 16s and then the close of 17. So he does have 2 16s in there.
Yeah.
King Rodge going after 16s himself. He's going to manage a pair. So King Rodge going to put, there's the score correction from the Nooch. So now King Rodge going to get his 2 16s in there. But the 17s were closed on the last visit. So this time King Rodge can't do what he was able to do so well last time with closing off the wedges before the Nooch was able to score on him. And the Nooch he will narrowly manage 2 16s there. The third dart just sneaking under the wire. And King Rodge, once again, there's the close of 16s, moving over to 15s now. He's the treble, but he's going to go next door for the treble 2. Only 115 this time from King Rodge. Now the Nooch is out in front, looking to get some stuff closed. Will he go bull or will he go 15 here? He's going 15s. And there are 3 steady singles for the Nooch, getting the wedge closed. And King Rodge looks like he is going to be content to make this a bull race. 2 15s, he gets a single, so going to the bull race, it is now 3-3. The Nooch is going to have the first chance. Can he finish in similar fashion to King Rodge last time? King Rodge had the hat trick last time. Nooch not going to be able to finish it here, but looking to get the bull started. Finds a bullseye with the last to get 2. King Rodge, he needs 3. There's a bullseye to start. Can he get another?
Yeah!
And King Rodge is going to find it with the second dart. This time he only needs 2 thanks to the bullseye first dart. Game shot and the leg going to King Rodge as he is just deadly in the middle, taking the bull to market as he sweeps the cricket portion thanks to some great bull shooting. He is going to have darts in hand as we move to the 501 portion of this match. Game on! Wow. Wow. Chat loving it.
60.
The chat is loving it. There's a solid 60 coming in from the Nooch. Or the King Rodge, excuse me.
The Rouge.
Getting my players mixed up. Sounds like I need another shot at tequila.
Do it.
Pour, pour, pour. Wipe the bottle with the thumb so it doesn't drop down the side. And cheers to you, 19 viewers who have come back to the chat. Number 4. Nooch got things started with an 85 on the left side. King Rodge gone 60-43. Nooch gone 85-41. There's a nice ton from King Rodge. Narrowly missed the ton last time as he skirted into the treble 1. Nooch is into the treble there himself. Looking to match or better. It's going to be a match. Back-to-back tons from these players. And as expected, just playing very well in 501. Again, the first 9s are fantastic for both these players.
Say it.
And there's a 180 from King Rodge, pounding in the maximum. And I don't have the little animation thing because, again, everything is gone. So sorry about that. But it is a maximum nonetheless from King Rodge. As he gets to a 118 finish, Nooch only able to manage 40. King Rodge requires 118. He's got a dart for the double 19. Oh, and it's next door. It's a next door double 3, but it's still the double 3 is a great leave. Leaves him on double 16, and he will be coming back to the board as the Nooch still back above 200. Just 23 scored for the Nooch. King Rodge at least 6 darts. Double 16. It's just inside now to double 8. That's inside as well. Double 4. Double 4 goes outside. So King Rodge not able to get over the line. Had a great attempt at that double 19 for the 15 darter, but now just looking to get over the line. The Nooch trying to make it hard on him. First starts in the treble 20. So looking for a big score. Keep some pressure on here. A ton will make the 112 manageable, but King Rodge requires 8.
Yeah.
And that's in the corner. Game shot and the leg to King Rodge. Oh, excuse me. It was actually just a late second dart appearing on my screen. So it was the second dart that was in there, and that one's dead set. Game shot in the leg going to King Rodge. He is 3 on the bounce, on the skip, on the trot, on the go, on the run. And to start this thing off, Nooch looking to stop the bleeding with darts in hand. Game on!
'82.
There's 82 from Nooch. Little misclick up the buttons there. 80 score.
Come on, man.
PB Brown. Yeah, this is radar. Confirmed. It's not Dilly. You know that. Dilly casting twice in a week? What What do you think this is? Oh, and there's a 140 for King Rodge. Had 2 darts into the 9-dart sweat. Nearly had his second maximum of the evening. So putting the screws to the Nooch. We know that Nooch has been playing very well coming to this one. Again, even in the last leg, the 65 average still rolling very well. King Rodge might just be taking out some frustrations and punishment on the Nooch after his defeat at the hands of the Surgeon last night. I think it was last night. Maybe it was 2 nights ago. I don't know. I've been working midnight shifts. I don't know what time is anymore, so I'm a little bit delirious as far as when things happen. I'm pretty sure today is Thursday. All I know is I don't actually have to work tonight, so that's why I'm drinking. Well, that's part of why I'm drinking. Also, the general crushing depression and life will add to that as well. There's another 95 for King Rodge, so the treble magnet continues on the right side of the board. He's got a treble in every visit, not allowing the Nooch any breathing room. The Nooch is going to find a treble himself, though. 85. He's in the low 200s. King Rodge in the upper 100s, though. And it's just 41 this time, so his first visit without a treble, but it's still enough to get him on and out at 140. The Nooch back at 232 trying to join him. And it looks like it's 45 scored from the Nooch, so not able to do it. King Rodge requires 140. It's very much on. Oh, and there's a tough bounce out. See ya! That is 60 on the floor, undoubtedly. As you saw it clang off, it just could not get a good enough grip in the sisal. And then King Rodge went for tops with the last to try to set up 40. I actually thought he might have gone tops. You know he likes to be cheeky in that regard, but he went the more conventional route with the 2 trebles, and it was a punishing blow for him. He's got 80 now. After the Nooch leaves himself 127, he's got 1 dart at tops. Trying to work around those first 2, and the 3rd dart just outside. So 40 remains. The Nooch for a big finish from 127. And that will be off after the first dart into the 19. It's going to be 43 scored down to 84. King Rodge looking for tops.
No.
And he went inside with the second, inside with the third. Rascal saying no. And King Rodge left with 10. The Nooch requires 84. He's got one look at the bullseye. He's going to miss it low into the 19. 31 left for the Nooch. King Rodge requires 10.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, and there you go. The dart appears after. Game shot and the leg going to King Rodge, finding it with the first dart as he goes up 4-0 now, getting another break of throw. King Rodge coming back to the board with darts in hand. Game on! Conrad Darts in the chat talking about his first rookie match against Rolling 20s Adon. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is. King Rodge coming out with another 100 start. Nooch is going to get into the trouble with his first start, though, so he's trying to match if he can. It's going to be 85 coming in from the Nooch. Looking to keep a little bit better pace with what King Rodge has been doing. But again, King Rodge averaging 72 right now. Tough to play with, no matter how well you are running at the moment. Just 41, though, for his second visit. That was a warm burp of tequila. There's 85 scored from the Nooch. Again, back-to-back 85s for him. Easy to figure out that 3-dart average. There's a ton 40 from King Rodge, from the King, as he sneaks that third dart in the right-hand corner of that treble 20. That might be 80 this time for Nooch. No, that second dart was just below the treble, so 40 scored for him. And King Rodge back in the treble again. Just relentless this evening. 100 scored, left with the Shanghai. So again, we see the Nooch playing very well. He's got a 73 dart average for this leg. There's 60 scored, and he's trailing because King Rodge just playing out of his mind with a 95, and he's looking for a 1-2-0. He's got a dart at tops.
Yeah.
And why not? Game shot and the leg going to King Rodge, taking out the Shanghai 20 to hold the throw. It's a 15-darter. It's a 120 out. 100, 41, 140, 100, 120. That's how she goes as King Rodge secures a match victory up 5-0. The Nooch has darts in hand, still looking to get it going. Game on! The Kilf says, what? King Rodge says, what a leg. Elisard, what a leg. Very nice, KR. Repat leg says, keg of the week. If there's a keg somewhere, point me to it. I will do keg stands of long times right now. DeGrubs86 tuning in. What did I miss? K-Ball02. Wow, the consistency is nuts. Conrad, where was this King last night? There's another ton 40 rings in from King Rodge. PB Brown 72. Too early for Broom. I don't see it. Nooch is going to get at least one, he says. 85 scored for the Nooch. The Grub's saying, there goes Author's 17-darter. Yeah, you can kiss that one goodbye. And back-to-back 140 visits for King Rodge to get it going. Well, I say get it going. He's been going all night. Much to the dismay of the Nooch on the left side. Another 85 for the Nooch. Another first 9 above 70. But he's just kind of playing victim right now as King Rodge does not care about your 70s right now. There's a solid 60, so he is on an out after 9. Can he beat the 15-darter he just threw? Can he back it up with something better? There's another 81 from the Nooch. So again, the scoring nice on the left side, just better on the right. 161's on. Oh no! Almost had the 12. Had a shot at the bullseye and narrowly missed. It's in the green bit. 25 left. Here comes the Nooch though. There's some great darts. That might be a 125. Oh, it's just another 85. But still, that gets him to a finish of 125. King Rodge looking to clean up 25. Oh, no. And it's going to be a first dart bust of all things. He wanted the big 17 and hit the double. So maybe a little bit of a chink in the armor here. The Nooch, the shot now from 125. I think it's off. That first dart looks just wide into the 8, which would get him to 117. If it's in the green bit, he can clean up the 100. We'll see what it is. He's not going to get it after the second dart's in the 5. I think that it's a 33.
Yes, 33.
So it's a 33 for the Nooch. He's going to be left with 92. King Rodge back to 25.
Okay.
There is the 17 he wanted. Now looking for double 4, and it's pop for King Rodge. Game shot and the leg, making it a 17-dart follow-up to the 15 after he busted when he could have potentially done a 14-darter. He's up 6-0 with another break of throw. No mercy shown. Darts in hand for King Rodge. Game on! Conrad darts after the bust says, what a loser.
Fuck comes right there.
It's a 97 for King Rodge after the cover shot drop down. And Nooch gets things open with an 81. Congress says 17-darter with a bust. I'm a head out. K-Ball02 says, this is just too good. Have to agree. An incredible standard of darts right now as King Rodge back into trouble once again. 100 scored. And it's a 46 coming in from the Nooch, trying to do anything he can just to stop the onslaught right now. And that's pretty much what it is. It is an onslaught. As King Rodge directing his army from atop his throne. And the sentrymen are doing well on the Sizal. And there it is. There's a breakfast rung in from the Nooch. Single 5, single 20, and a single 1. As we do here in the FODL, we ask an official breakfast question for the first breakfast of every single match. As King Rodge gets another 100 scored and back on a finish after 12. So we'll get to the breakfast question in the next leg. There's a ton scored from the Nooch. Oh, wow, just 85. That second dart was left of the mark. King Rodge, 123. It's off. And it's going to be 43 scored. King Rodge left with 80. So Nooch looking for a big score here back at 303. And it's going to be a 1-2-5 from the Nooch. So it is a big score. It's not quite to a finish, but it gets him back within potential striking range. King Rodge with 80. This time trying to go double-double. Got the first one. Couldn't get the second. It deflected inside. The Rascal says no for the time being, but he'll come back to the board. The Nooch once again giving chase, trying to apply the pressure as best he can at this juncture. 58 scored, leaves him Shanghai. We saw King Rodge take that out. Will Nooch get an opportunity inside on the Rascal for King Rodge? Going over to double 5. Yeah. But he'll clean it up with the third dart. Game shot and the leg to King Rodge, cleaning up the double 5 with the last for a 21 darter. As he's gone up now 7-0. The Nooch coming back to the board with darts in hand. Game on! Congra saying Surge dodged an effing bullet. Sure did. Everybody dodged a bullet right now except for the Nooch. There's a nice 99, though, to get things started. So Nooch going to try to get out in front of King Rodge here. And it's 59 from King Rodge. So maybe Nooch able to play from ahead for a little bit in this leg. DeGrub's saying this is the performance of the week right now. Congra says season or year. DeGrub says we still have the left hand and King Rodge match coming up at some point. There is a 73 from the Nooch. Again, Nooch playing very well, really. I mean, he's
playing exceptional.
Playing above the average at 64. It's just one of those nights, you know, where you just got to tip your cap to your opponent almost. I mean, he's still battling, trying to get something. There are still 2 legs, and important legs for the points in the standings. We saw how tight they were at the top there. So he's certainly not done yet. Obviously, the victory is gone, but still points available. Just 55 there from King Rodge. He might be coming back to earth a little bit while Nooch is turning it up. He's got the 91 first 9 in this leg, and he'll continue to build on it. That looks like a ton once again. So back-to-back tons. This time it's the Nooch, who is on a finish after 12. King Rodge back at 327. This time his turn to give chase. Can he do it? It's 60 scored, so keeping the darts straight, but not finding the trebles in this one. The Nooch requires 129. It'll be off. First start into the 20, but again, trying to get a good cleanup. 59 scored. The Nooch be left with 70 coming back to the board. And looks like 40 scored from King Rodge. Maybe 50. It is 40, so just 1 treble 5. The Nooch requires 70. He wants the 18 route. So now does he want the 20? He wanted the 20 for double 16. Missed into the 5, though. So now he's got 47 left. He does clean up the 15, so he leaves the out that he wanted, the double 16. He'll be coming back once again, King Rodge, back at 227. King Rodge is coming. There is a 95 scored from King Rodge down to 132. Nooch 100 less, requires 32. Trying to work in off that first dart. It's just outside on the wire with the last. No score. King Rodge 132.
Yeah.
Off, so he missed the bull with the first. And it's 56 scored for King Rodge, down to 76. Nooch 32 once again. And he will find it with the first dart. Game shot and the leg as the Nooch gets one on the board with a tidy 22 darter to come back and get something. We go to the final leg of this match. King Rodge has darts in hand. Game on! The chat liking that one. Saying, there we go, solid leg. Congra saying he bleeds, but not for long. Again, another 140 to open for King Rodge. He is showing what he's made of. There's another breakfast, which reminds me, I didn't ask a breakfast question. So I've got about 30 seconds to ask one. Looking. What fat percentage milk do you use in your cereal? Skim, 1%, 2% whole. 25 viewers out there, let me know. Fat percentage of milk. You got like 30 seconds because we're
1%.
We got 1% coming in from the Nooch. As King Rodge has gone back-to-back 140s once again. Pearson once says 2%. I go whole. I'm a whole milk guy. There's a solid 60.
We have whole milk up here.
So once again, King Rodge on a finish after 9, the same finish he gave a run at last time. PB Brown says whole for everything. Dave Little Toaster 2%. Gaming Malarkey 2%. The Grubs 86 2%. It's off. Benny X31 1%. Big Man Bearded whole. K Balls 2%. Whole milk. Whole milk's where it's at. It's the best. It's the best. There's 38 scored from the Nooch. He was averaging 69. Nice up to that one. King Rodge 116. And it'll be 41 scored from King Rodge. He'll be left with 75 coming back to the board. Nooch looking for 2 trebles now to get to a finish. And that looks like a next door neighbor treble into 36, so still at 220. King Rodge 75, trying to go. Oh, just missed the double 16. Thought he was going to go green bit, red bit on the bull with the first dart into the green bit, but elected to get the 18, trying to get double 16 with the last. Nooch back at 220, looking for a big score. It's King Rodge again sitting on a single dart finish with 16. It's 40 scored in King Rodge, 3 darts, double 8.
Yeah.
And he's got it with the first. Game shot, the leg, and the match going to King Rodge as he takes this one 8-1. And it was a performance. You know, it was great. There was a lot of great darts in there. Did not give his opponent a whole lot of opportunity. Nooch again threw well, but one of those evenings where there's just nothing you can do except kind of watch in awe as your opponent just continues to cruise down the board. PB Brown 72 says that was impressive. It sure is. Congra says glad Radar got the stream working. Me too, because that was a good one to watch. So we're going to go to the interview portion, and it's been a while. Nooch, done a couple of your matches the last couple of weeks. It's been a while since you've been on the interview portion first. So we're going to go over to you first. Again, you know, we talked about it all evening. Played well. You really did. It was just a matter of your opponent playing better. You were still able to pick one off in this match. So, you know, talk to us about how you felt you played and what you thought, you know, what your mindset was as King Rodge just continued to pound and pound and pound.
Yeah, you know, honestly, when I was warming up, you know, all that good work in the practice and the positivity, the way things have been going was great. But I don't know if I overdid it and I played too much or what. But when I was practicing today, warming up for this match, it was absolutely horrendous. And I was like, man, I don't stand a chance at all. This is going to be really pathetic. But then we played those cricket legs, and even though I lost both of those legs, I didn't have much to complain about. I felt like they were really exciting. They're exactly what you want to do, sort of get challenged and hold your own and throw the darts you can throw, which I was doing. You leave a guy in a position where he's got to throw all three bulls to close out each leg, and he just does it 2 out of 2 times. I mean, what can you do? And all right, so I didn't feel too bad about that. And then moving to the 0-1, not to take anything away from Rodge, but I have to say between the beginning of our cricket legs and the end of our cricket legs, it dropped about 10 degrees here in Long Beach. So it took a little bit of adjusting. I don't know that it really would have made a difference if things were toasty here in the Darters Lounge, but for whatever reason, it kind of fell off a little bit. I mean, and then he did, what he did there. So it was fun to watch his performance, at least, I guess.
I mean, it was good. I've honestly, Nooch, I figured you'd be used to the cold weather up in the North Pole as it is.
Santa Claus reference.
But everyone in the chat looks like says you look like you're about to go on a fishing trip with the beanie and the beard. And it's also like the striped sweater. Like it just looks like you're a fisherman in New England somewhere.
I'll tell you, I won't put a sweater on unless I absolutely have to, because of course, as you know, we love to fly the colors of the Magnolia Darters Lounge. But it really, it must have got all the way down to the 50s today.
Yeah, and that certainly has an effect. You said the warm-ups weren't very good. You came out and this evening you still threw very well throughout. Yeah. Cricket was good. The scoring in 501 was pretty good. You were scoring more 85s than tons, which is what we've seen in the past. So maybe 1 or 2 loose darts here and there. But again, it was still pretty consistent for you most of the way. And it was just a matter of trying to get down there. How much is it when you see your opponent playing like that? Does that mentally weigh on you of I've got to find at least a treble in every single visit just to keep pace and put some pressure on him?
Yeah, I mean, it does get demoralizing leg after leg if you don't feel you're throwing what you can throw. For whatever reason, in the cricket legs, it felt good, and I felt like I was playing all right. Not my best, but sort of a level you're happy with in terms of your own performance, right? So that was cool, and that was fine, and it just makes it, like I said before, a lot of fun to get challenged in that way and sort of be in the heat of it and be right there and have the dramatic finish. That was great. In 01, it felt like it wasn't quite there. It just fell off a little bit, and it was close. And you just feel like, if I could just get that last little 10% worked out to where where you normally are when you're working on your throw or you're in your practice or what you think the standard is you ought to be at. That's a little frustrating to begin with when you're not quite getting to what you think your potential is. And then when a guy like that is pounding away and you're paying for it every leg after leg after leg, it does get a little demoralizing. I don't know what the original question was, but it gets demoralizing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an appropriate way to say it, because I remember, again, I don't want to talk about myself, but I do want to talk about myself because I like talking about myself. That's what narcissism is all about. It reminded me again of the match that I played last season against Left Hand Hooligan. I felt like I played one of my top matches that I've thrown ever, because I came out in FODL B and averaged 64, and I got a total of 5 shots at double and got swept. So I know what it's like. You're just like, I felt like I played okay or I played well, but it just doesn't work, and you're just like, well, shit, I guess I'm fucked. And you just kind of go in every leg, and you're like, well, okay, I'm still doing it, but it's just not going to matter. And then so I certainly understand where that's coming from. Nooch, it wasn't the outcome you wanted, but you got an opportunity to turn it around going into next week against another guy who has seen a rise here in the recent weeks against DeGrubs. So what's the
DeGrubs,
game
right.
plan to get ready for that one?
Dude, just keep it going. I think I said a couple days ago when we were talking that he seems to pop up every season and sort of play these unplayable matches, like what I just faced. Right? I could face that again next week against the Grubs if he decides that's his day. So I just have to hope that that doesn't happen. And I feel like if I can sort of carry the game, even the game I played today, which is kind of not quite where I think I can be, but somewhere around there. I think I should be all right. At least get a handful of legs and stay in the mix, because at this point that has to be the goal, right? It's just sort of be in solid position for the playoffs and take it from there.
Well, Nooch, a steady performance this evening, even though the scoreboard isn't going to show it for you. Good luck the rest of the way, and we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Thanks. Great cast, man. Great throwing, Rodge. Good matches. That was fun.
Great match.
We're going to go over now to King Rodge. So coming into this one, obviously we all saw what just happened. How much of that was just blind aggression after losing to the Surgeon last night of saying, you know what, I lost, but let me remind you all what I can do and why I won last season?
No, honestly, I thought I was going to come out and actually lose this one handily. So that's why I started drinking at 3 p.m. But everything was just the flow of the arm, and I was just banging it tonight, and it was just going. So no, I just came in with the mindset of actually going to lose this one, because I've practiced against the Nooch several times, and he has demolished me every time. So he's kind of been in my skull there for a while. So I didn't have much faith in this match at all. So very happy with the results, actually.
Well, that certainly didn't show. And again, Nooch talked about it a little bit in his interview. The cricket was a battle, and there was a lot of strategy back and forth that we saw, with some closing behind, some closing ahead, and then being able to come up with the big darts. And each leg came down to the center. And we've seen, throughout the season and throughout last season, you thrive on that bullseye, it seems. So how confident were you once it got to that point that you were going to take those cricket legs?
Yeah, well, he was hitting 5 marks for fun. Like it was. I'd close a wedge, and then boom, 5 in another one. And like, well, okay, thanks, arsehole. Now I gotta try to get more points and outpoint you. And throwing at the bull, I do about, I would say, 20, 25 minutes of just straight bull practice every session. So I like getting there. I like hitting it. It feels natural, kind of like get your center point, and then everywhere else is just kind of working off of the bull. So I kind of start with the bull, get that dialed in, and then start the practice session. So that's kind of how I work, and wasn't really different today. I won the cork, and then hat trick over hat trick. So got the cricket match. I'm getting a little better at it. I still hate it. Don't get me wrong. I still hate that goddamn game. But getting better at it.
I think King Rodge secretly has a second handle on Twitch, and it's HX Duck. And it carried over into 501, because he got a lot of the big scoring in cricket with all those 5 marks that you alluded to. You came out in 501, and you were pounding 100s and 140s, and you had that 180 as well. But you were pounding ton pluses at will. We know that you practice a lot of. You say that the majority of your practice comes around the double ring, which showed, because again, once you got out in front, you didn't give him an opportunity to catch up. So how much does that translate when you're going after a lot of doubles once you center in, and then that treble starts to look as big as that double does?
Yeah, you know what? It was just feeling like right today. Like where I was releasing, where the backswing was coming, like everything was just kind of flowing. Might be the alcohol, but can't use that. But like I had practiced with Lasercat this morning. We were doing playing a little tic-tac-toe, so I got a little doubles finishing, a little setup finishing done in today. But no, I mean, like, everything felt like it was going right today, and didn't feel that way last night. So, I mean, it shows obviously, but wish I played like that last night.
The Kilf is saying that King Rodge should fall off of his roof more often. It seems to help.
No.
So, maybe
Would
that's
not recommend.
Maybe that's the key. But looking forward to next week, King Rodge. The Murderer's Row continues as you've got Left Hand Hooligan on the docket. He went 18-0 this week. He got 2 sweeps in. But you're coming off a great performance this evening. Maybe putting a little fear in him. Maybe you'll get in his headspace a little bit going into next week. What's the game plan to get ready for that one?
No, I mean, I can't wait to play him. You bet me in the round robin to get into the FODL. So I'm bringing a little bit of a grudge there, but I mean, the bad guy's the bad guy. So the good guy needs to take down the bad guy.
That's usually how the movies go. We'll see if it plays out like it does in Hollywood. King Rodge, tonight a stellar Hollywood performance. 8-1 victory, 76 averages, big scoring. Congratulations on the victory. We'll talk to you next time. Good luck the rest of the way.
Good cast once it was up there, Radar. Great shooting, Nooch.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Thanks. Hey, Radar, I know you had a bunch of technical difficulties tonight. I know I speak for Rodge and Triple T and Slappy Pappy when I say it demonstrates your dedication to the cause that you stuck with it the whole way, man. Nice job.